This
Hello.
conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Hello, Param.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Param. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Where were we? Last class. Like instance variable. Not instance. Inheritance we completed, right?
We started inheritance.
Yeah, yeah. Did we go through an example for inheritance?
Just one example in which you just created a salary
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
bonus and
Next example and next concept is inheritance we completed, right? Inheritance is a mechanism where one where child acquires the properties of the parent. Okay, I gave you an example of salary and bonus related thing. Suppose, if father salary will be or can the child class will have access for the parent class properties, but parent class will not have an access for the child class properties. That is the concept of inheritance, and we have seen the example also. Next is method overriding. I have told you, but example yesterday I have shown you, but I'll deal once again. I will tell you method overriding in the next class, like after completing the encapsulation filter, encapsulation and
did we
super
cover
keyboard.
the example of method? Because I was even also confused overriding.
Yeah, we covered. No, we
But
covered
it was
example of
just
method over.
overwriting the salary, right? Like or
Yes,
that was
that is
it,
a
right?
method overriding. That is method overriding. Suppose the variable or method of both parent class and child class are the same, then the implementation of the child class will be overridden by the parent class. That is the example of method overriding that we have dealt also. You make a note or you didn't make a note that time?
Um, no, because I was not sure, like because I think it's overriding is a lot more in
Okay,
depth.
we'll
Okay.
do it well. Overloading, when we are doing overloading concept, that time once again I'll tell you. Okay, encapsulation. Encapsulation is binding of both code and data together into a single unit is called encapsulation. Okay, means here in encapsulation what we'll do, we'll have a variables of a class will be hidden from the other classes, and those can be only accessed through methods. Means in encapsulation what we will do, suppose we'll have a class. First let's deal with example, then we'll go with creating a new class. No need of main method for us. I have the instance variable like.
So you didn't use a override when you created the class, the first option. You didn't select that, right?
What? I did not get.
When you created this class, right? You didn't select the first option, like it's called override. I mean, calling it directly in the main function. See, when you create a new class, right?
Hmm. Just tell me when I create a new
Yeah,
class.
yeah, new class. There is a option like a public static void.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't select
I
that.
selected. I selected, but I removed it. If you want, you
Okay,
can see. You can see here.
okay.
I
So why are
selected
you removing it?
because I don't want the execution to take place in this class.
But if you
Means
leave it, does it matter? Like if you leave it, still you don't execute in here. But
only yeah. Last class also we were doing the same. If
yeah, I
you
noticed
see,
that. But I had the same questions even
yeah,
yesterday.
see here we have just provided the variables and the implement. I mean the implementation, and we have assigned the variables and we have written the methods here. It means that means we are not calling it here. If you wanted to call the print in this class only, you create main method over here.
Okay.
Okay,
No, my
and
question is if
create
we just
from
leave it like that, I mean, is
nothing
it
will
bad
happen.
practice or
No, no, it's not a practice. Just we are implementing the details of this class in another class by calling
okay,
them. That's it.
okay.
Okay, encapsulation. In encapsulation, we have variables. Okay, suppose I have a variable like string name int age. Okay, what I want to do is see, in encapsulation, the variables of a class will be hidden from other classes. Variables of a class. Variables of a class means test encapsulation is a class. In that, these are the variables like string, name, int, age are the variables. Okay. What is the concept of encapsulation? These variables will be hidden. How will you hide these variables?
There should be keyword. I don't know.
If you give
Protected
hidden
or
from
okay,
other class, private you'll give as a keyword. Clear? You'll give variables of a class will be hidden from other classes, and these will be accessed only through methods of their current class. So these will be hidden like by giving a keyword like private from other classes, and those can be accessed by using only methods. So how will I give? Now what I'll do? Public void set name. Okay, set by, I mean when you give it private, there is a concept called how will you access this name and age means by using setters and getter methods. This is set name. I'm taking one method here. I what I'll do, name equal to this name equal to this new name, like how we do for instance and local
yeah.
variable. Similarly, for each variable, you have to create one method like this. For age also, you'll create one method. Public, public. Uh, there should be one setter method and one
So you
getter
said
method
for
for each
each.
variable. For each variable, there should be one set method and one get method. So, what I'll do to get this, I have set the name here, but to print that name, how will I print? By using return type. Instead of void, I'll put here
Mhm.
string to print that value. Means I'll return the, if I put string, you'll return the value string. Get. Okay. Name. See, get name
So each variable needs to have a set and get method.
is, yeah, return name. So for this string, private string name variable, you will have one setter method and one getter method. Clear? Similarly, for age also, you'll have one set method and get method. Tell me how should I write the set method and get method for age?
Same way, public void.
Yeah, tell
uh,
me. Public void.
yes, you can say it's set age. So you have this is a keyword kind of set, like because the name is a okay
Int is a,
and age.
so
Then
hmm,
age. So
something.
age equal to new age. So can you explain me again about set name, because I know you use like set name and set age, right? So this is it's like a prefix set.
1 minute. Let me complete this. I'll explain. Yeah, tell me now what is it?
Um, like in the method, right? Like set get, right?
Hmm.
You have like a void set name. Is it
Hmm.
like a prefix you have to use this way, or I can use anything else like set different name?
Yeah, you can use
Or is
any
it like a
method of any name, any method name. But since we remember the set name, get name, like I
so
mean
that's
set.
why okay.
Yeah, you can use set. Set as a first word, and you can append something of
Anything else?
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not mandatory. You can use some action also here. Print name, something you can use it. But if you use this, I remember like this.
Only for the return you need to have a get
Yeah,
to
get
return the value you
it
need.
is easy, right? Set means it will set the parameter. Get means it will print the parameter. Got it, right?
Yeah.
So now see here, I'll directly call the main method over here. Main method. For main, I'm just writing main control space enter public static variables. That is a shortcut. Instead of writing all the thing, I'll create
What
an
was the
object
shortcut?
for country for main test cap class name.
Can you scroll up? I cannot see.
Yeah, 1 minute. You are unable to see.
No, it's can you scroll more up? Like all this icon, like mic, camera, screen are come. Okay.
Also, no, okay, I'll write it in another class. It will work, right?
Yeah, it's better now. I can see.
You can see, right? Hello?
Now it came back.
No, no, you can see, right?
Yeah, I mean, still the icons are still there in between, but yeah, better. Thank you.
Okay. Now see. How will I print the values means x dot Set name. I'll pass the name over here. Param. Okay.
One second. What I okay.
Okay.
One second.
If I print this, param core will be
Just
printed.
okay.
In
X.
set name, I am passing the parameter in place of string. So in get name, just I am printing system.out.print of x.getName. Why I am doing this? Because I should print, right?
Mm,
Otherwise not required, I guess. Print because it is returning, right? Let me try like get name.
because you are not printing there anything.
Return. It is return means I think it will print. No, it's not printing.
But you have to use a print in a method itself, no?
Printed. Okay. Same way for age also you can set
Um,
x dot x dot set age. Age I'll pass here as 12. Sorry, some 12 details. So 25. Right age. It will be like one minute. 1 minute. I'm getting it. Sorry. Okay.
uh,
Hmm. Did you get the details? I mean, like, did you understand?
yeah, my questions.
Now ask
Since
your questions. How many questions you
like
ask?
why you cannot like the earlier like we used to like in a print method we used to print right itself, right? Can we do the same thing? We cannot do it same thing in here because we have a get and set. That's why. Like in
Print where you want to print, like in get method.
um no, maybe I think in set like yeah, sorry,
No,
get method like in a return.
no. Suppose if you want to, definitely we need to return. We should not use print. Means whenever you are using, whenever there is a void like this, public void. then
Yeah,
you
then
can
it's not
print the
written.
value. That is a no return type. Means whenever there is a string, instead of void there is a string or int. If it is string, it should return something. It should return
Okay.
something. If it does,
Okay.
if I don't give this, it will be error. If you see,
Yeah, because string is expecting a
because string
return.
means it has to return some string value. Until and unless you return something, see add return statement. It
Okay.
is only showing. So you
Okay.
you will return the value of name.
Okay.
Clear?
Mhm.
Understood? See
Yeah.
here the concept is simple. I'm giving example and telling the concept is you will be easy to understand. See, the variables encapsulation is related to variables. So variables, what you'll do, the variables of a class will be hidden from the other class. Okay, here we can access this directly. I can use this main method even in other class and call them. Private means within the class we can access. Here we can access directly. But I'm telling you the concept. Like means you cannot access this name and age directly from another class. So what you have to do, you have to create main method and you have to set the parameter set name get name. Through methods we'll be able to access. When the variables are private, simple easy way to remember is when the variables are private, you have to use setters methods and getter methods to access them.
Okay.
Simple, remember this. Clear, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So in encapsulation, the variable of a class will be hidden from other classes and those will be accessed only through methods of their current class. Therefore, it is known as data hiding. It is known for, because it is known as data hiding. Why it is why this concept is important means it is for a security purpose.
Hmm.
Okay, clear, right?
Yeah.
Next is, are you practicing? Keep on telling all the concepts.
No, yeah, I did practice even. That's why I was confused, like inheritance, the concept today, because for me it was just overriding of variables only. Like I think it has to be more than that. So yeah, but I
Okay.
did practice. Yeah, today, like whatever we did this your evening time.
Okay. Next is polymorphism. Shall I go ahead?
Yeah,
What is polymorphism?
don't know. Done it sometime.
Not right. Polymorphism in the name. I mean, like in a generic word, what you can tell that what is meant by polymorphism is. Poly. What is poly?
I don't know.
I'm try to understand the meaning so that it will be easy somewhat.
Okay.
See, poly means many, many.
Okay.
Hmm? Many means many. Morphism means form, many forms. The
Okay.
meaning of generic meaning I'm telling, not Java.
Yeah.
Polymorphism. Poly means many, and morphism means for many forms. The ability to appear in more than one form is called polymorphism. It's a generic, and even in Java also it's the same. The ability to appear, the ability to appear in more than one form is called as polymorphism. Make a note.
Yeah.
The ability to appear in more than one form is called polymorphism. There are two types of polymorphism in Java. One is compile time polymorphism and the other one is runtime polymorphism. ability to appear in counter. Two types of polymorphism. One is compile type polymorphism. The other one is run type polymorphism. Okay, what is compile type polymorphism?
Um, as we when we compile like in a machine language, right? Like we write something like as we
No, no,
discuss.
no. Compile time polymorphism is also called as static binding. Runtime polymorphism is also called as dynamic binding. Okay, compile type polymorphism can be achieved by method overloading. Runtime polymorphism can be achieved by method overriding. Okay, overriding, and it is also called as dynamic binding. Okay, clear, right? Clear?
I didn't get it like a runtime, like method
I did not explain still.
overloading. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like compile time polymorphism is also called as static binding, and this can be achieved by method overloading. And runtime polymorphism is also called as dynamic binding, and it is can be achieved by method overriding. Okay, let me start. Method overloading. I mean, this is nothing but method overloading. This is nothing but method overriding. Okay, same method name. Suppose in a class, if you have two or three methods which is having same method name, but parameters are different, are called method overloading. Same method name but parameters are different means it is nothing but method overloading. How means
Isn't we discussed, not discussed, but kind of did something similar for
with
constructor?
Java will be all concepts will be similar,
No, no, like saying like
but
in constructor when we were passing, it's a parameterized constructor when
hmm,
we created, right? So we were
but it's related to constructor. It is not a parameter. It is not like it is not
but
a class.
constructor is
But constructor means there also parameterized constructor, non-parameterized constructor we will have, as I said. See, but
yeah,
in constructor, the class name and method name should be the same.
yeah,
Here it's
right.
not like that, right?
Okay.
Everything will be similar, but if you, that's why if you don't practice, it will be like what you say. You will confuse.
No, I'm not confused. I'm saying like I know like in constructor we also had like I tried
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like no parameters at
Here class name test I
so
am
I was saying
giving.
okay.
Now I'll give method name is void add.
So this is a difference,
I'll
not a
pass. This is a method. Okay.
So what if we give the same name as a class name, so then it would be constructor, right? If I'm to get it clear to get it clear. So here
Yeah,
if
it
you
will be
give a
constructor.
okay,
Constructor will not have. See, I can give that name. Like, but constructor will not have a return type void, right? It will not have return type void.
okay, yeah.
See, it's not an error. See, but you are getting a warning. This method has a constructor name. Change to constructor. If I change to constructor, then void will be removed. Got difference, right? Means constructor means there will be no return type in constructor.
Okay.
Here we are adding return type as void. This is a method.
Okay. But
Okay.
void also won't return.
It won't return, but in constructor you cannot place void.
Okay.
What does it? Method overloading, which has say two or more. See, means depending upon the requirement, we'll pass the parameters.
It's okay.
The action will be same, but the add function of when I pass two parameters, it will add only two numbers. When I pass three parameters, it will add three numbers.
Yeah.
The action is same, but the purpose is the action is same, but the passage of parameters will be different. That is nothing but method overloading.
Action is not same because it. How can you say
Since
that?
action is same, right? It is the adding.
It's okay.
Even this one will add, even this one will be adding. But it will add two numbers, it will add three numbers. I mean, however you define.
Yeah.
But I'll pass parameters 2, comma 3. Here I'll pass 3 parameters. See. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is that is method overloading.
Hmm.
So this is also called here. Uh, Here what is it? The mapping is done at the compile time. At the compile time only. I mean before only we'll pass all the parameters, everything. That's why it is also called as compile time polymorphism. Means overriding. Overriding means, as I said, same. It will add the same method name. Overriding means in overriding the class, it will have a child class, and the child class will have the parent class, and child class will have same method name and same number of parameters, as I said yesterday.
Hmm.
Where I said float salary. If I go to employee son, there also I can have float salary. Sorry, there also I can have float salary. Got it, right?
Yeah.
Means it should extend. To implement overriding, you need to extend the parent class. So when you extend the parent class, what happens? When you print the value, the override in the name itself, what you will override? You will override the value of the
Salary.
parent class.
The Yeah.
Same way you can void income, and it is implementing the salary of 4,000. Same
So we
way
can have a
if you
same method in there too.
same method name there also, and we can implement it. We can print something when the both the parent class and child class values are same, then child class will override the values of the parent class. Will you try this?
Yeah.
Like take it as an
So, but
assignment and try.
how, like, I know if you said like if both values are same, right? Uh, then child will override parents, right?
Hmm.
But how, like, I know you told me, but how can I know for sure? Like,
I did not get you.
I mean, you said practice it, right?
Hmm.
I get it. Like, okay, but it will, so you mean it will always override, child will override it, right? But there is no way I can see myself. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So ignore it.
I did not get what you said.
I say ignore it. Never mind.
Okay, ignoring.
Override it. Okay.
So once try it out. If you have any doubts, I mean, you can ping
No,
me.
I did
What's
this, which you said like a float salary. I already did it because then I tried a different float salary. Then
I
it
mean, go
overrated like
to
a.
in
Then
internet if
I
you
was
see.
getting. No, same example. I said I tried it today, like float salary, right? I put it like 1,000, so it printed 1,000 instead of for 4,000, which is 4,000, which is also in a uh, parent level. I mean, in the employee class.
Okay, what you can do is, if you get any doubts, go to internet and you will see so many examples. I mean, you
Yeah,
can search like examples of this method overriding, overloading, like that you can see. If you search, you'll get so many examples.
yeah.
Okay. Next is finished method overloading and method overriding. Next is abstract class. What is an abstract class? Don't tell no idea. Tell something.
So again, it will abstract like I don't know. I will say
Okay.
uh,
Abstraction means in Java, suppose it is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only functionality to the user. I'll tell you one
so we're
real-time
hiding
example.
something like same.
Yeah, I mean like hiding the implementation means there will be only method name. There will be no implementation in the method. Suppose if a
Can you
class
repeat?
is abstract, if you have an abstract method in the class, then the class also should be abstract. Abstract means what? I just there is a keyword like abstract, like
Mm,
how you write public
oh,
voids some
static.
method
Okay. Hmm.
run in that way. How you will write here? If you observe normal methods here,
Yeah.
void earn I am saying means what happened. Void earn, and I said I'm implementing some details like system.out.print. It is printing something means this method has some implementation. This method has some implementation. What it is implementing means it is printing the value of bonus. Yes or no?
Yeah.
This is a normal method. But if I use abstract, if I use keyword like abstract here, means there will be no implementation. Remove method body. See, means there will be no method body. That's it.
Okay. So what will we do in here? Like if we cannot.
And the class also should be abstract. If in any class, if you have the method as an abstract, definitely the class also should be abstract.
So can I have a question? So that it means what if we have more than one methods in the class? So all methods need to be
No.
abstract.
Abstract class consists can contain normal methods and abstract methods.
Okay.
Got it?
Hmm.
Why I'm saying like this is, suppose abstract class. Why? What is the purpose of this abstract class? Is suppose I have the implementation. See, this earn method contains. I earn some 20,000. You and Param will earn some 50,000. But the action they are doing is same, but the implementation will be different for each. So instead of, here I'm telling you small application example. Suppose how to say means, why this abstract method means, suppose in real time, uh, a calculator is there, calculator which
Yeah.
performs the calculation. Okay, so for that, a person in real time, you it calculator performs many things. It will add, it will subtract, whatever. Just you need to provide the input. Okay, so I have designed a method for calculator. Okay, I have designed a method for calculator. I have designed a method, but just I am putting the name as abstract void cal calculator, something like that. This calculator, I will extend this abstract class. When if you have abstract class, ignore this, don't see this class here in example. When you put class as abstract, it should extend, means
Yeah.
it should
Okay.
have a child class and it should extend. Means what happened, that extend keyword just means abstract method, these automatically, these methods we need to provide implementation details over there.
So it
Means
means whoever
I'm
is
defining calculator. See that action, just we are using, and we are giving our input according to we are customizing that method, and we are printing. Means we are using that name. We don't want to create another name with that. Already it will be created. Just we are using.
okay.
Means means abstract means which provide the implementation details. Abstract means suppose that method will be that method. Sorry, I'm thinking something. Abstract class means we'll provide only the details of. We'll just declare the name, method name, and in the coming classes, we'll implement the details. Got it right?
Okay. Provide only the
That is.
detail. You said just
Yeah, I'll tell
declare.
you the example. I'll tell you the example.
I
See,
I have in like mind how to use it, but so it means like further we are making enhancement to this, right? Like in other.
yes, it's like
Yeah.
enhancement. This earn method, just I'll use it in another class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it okay.
These earn methods, just when you extend that, this class employee son, here don't see this. When I extend this class employee son in another class, automatically, if it is an abstract, I'll use this method in that class, and I'll provide the my own implementation.
Yeah.
Got it? I'll tell you example in on Tuesday. Okay, on Tuesday I'll tell you implementation. Okay, most probably Tuesday morning we'll have a class. Okay,
Most probably means we are not sure.
I'll ping you because I mean like I'll be coming like Monday night or Tuesday morning. I mean if I'm in journey, most probably it will be there on Tuesday. But otherwise I'll take my Tuesday evening time like how I yesterday I took. I'll
So
ping you the.
sure. I know like you have to travel this time, but from onwards, like after that, we do you think we can have more classes like
Yeah, we can
I
have more classes. days.
I want to have like a 7 days
1 minute,
maybe
1 minute.
from after 1 week.
7 days. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let me stop the recording. Then we can talk.